team of the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Moore to the air. Pulls it in. It's Whittington. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. They'll go back to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks want to move quickly. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Let's it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Mendoza. Fires to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed on the outside, it's Becker.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it set up on the outside. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be fourth down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Indiana.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The field goal is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Moore will throw. Makes the grab on the left. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Benson. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
On the run, it's Whittington. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Oregon. A great catch and run for 6.
This guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all the...
Breaks into the open.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Keeps looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Cooper. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. And the Hoosiers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
To the air on 1st down. Fires left. He's got an open man. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Hoosiers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Moore to the air. Got his man quickly. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Whittington. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Scrambling away. He throws one to the left. And he's got it inside the 20. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield very late in the half. Caught on the outside, it's Whittington.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown. He's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moore will throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Fitted in the window for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they stretch their lead to 13. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one. And
turning it on! Touchdown, Indiana! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Ducks in the hurry up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It'll be 3rd and long. Moore to the air. Final little time, lets it go.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Fires to the middle. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets...
Touchdown, Hoosiers! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point puts them on top by one. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense...
He's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage. And
Intimate stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Moore will throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And that one will give them the lead. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Keep it on the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Moore to the air. Got his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
And he made the extra point without problem. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country. There he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Caught near the sticks. It's Cooper. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Hoosiers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. To the air on first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Hemby. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little whoop out of this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Slips through the line. He's run out of bounds at the 41, and he was oh so close to breaking that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Moore will throw. Might be looking to run. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Huge moment coming here as they try to quiet this raucous, crazy crowd. They'll run it. It's Hemby. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now second down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. Off play action. Rushes on him. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. The give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Working that wide receiver screen. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
We live in an analytics world, right? Go for it on fourth down. You know, you should do that more often. Well, when you do that, you also have to deal with the other side of the coin. They get stuffed. It wasn't stupid, but no points on the drive, and now you turn the ball over back to your defense and go make a stop.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. The Ducks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they get it in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game.
Indiana.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Brings into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have a lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hemby. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Snagged in the middle. It's Cooper. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
What an absolute battle. What a Donnybrook haymaker met with counterpunch after counterpunch. Both worthy of being top 5 teams. Both championship caliber ball clubs. And they might run into each other again.
I think that's likely to happen, honestly. These are two really, really good-looking teams. And if you're the #1 team that just went down, obviously you got beat, and you're going to have to rebound from this. But you lost to a really, really good opponent. And I think when they go back and watch the film, David, they'll see some small mistakes and things that happened that they know if we fix that, we could beat this team if we play them again.
Yeah, there's no reason to hang your head. This is a really, really good football team. You take this, you learn from it, you try to grow, and you realize, if I'm going to win a championship, these are the types of teams I'm going to have to beat down the road. So what is the difference? What is the change I need to make sure this result changes?
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.